You weren't trying to think about it. You were doing nothing in particular. Waiting for the water to get hot. Lying in the dark. Sitting at a red light. And it came back. The same one. Again. The same conversation. The thing you wish you'd said. Or the thing you wish you hadn't. Maybe it was something unresolved. Maybe your brain is still trying to figure it out. That's the explanation most people settle on. I want to start there. With that reason. Because I don't think it's true. And I think some part of you already suspects it isn't. If unresolved thoughts stayed alive because they were unfinished, then the thoughts that matter most should be the ones that come back most often. But that's not what happens. Some of the biggest decisions of your life disappear almost immediately. And some completely meaningless moments refuse to leave. Why this one? Before we go further, one thing needs clearing up. The returning thought is not a sign that something is broken in you. Your mind does this all day. Thoughts you didn't summon rise on their own. A memory, a face, a scrap of something. Dozens of times. Most of them so ordinary you never even notice. And it happens most when you're not busy. In the shower, on the walk, in the last few minutes before sleep, when nothing is holding your attention, so it wanders on its own. This isn't a disorder. It isn't you dwelling because you're weak. It's the ordinary background hum of a mind that never fully goes quiet. So the recurring thought isn't the strange part. Recurring thoughts are normal. The strange part is the selection. Out of all that noise, why does one specific thought keep getting pulled to the front? It feels like it comes from nowhere. It doesn't. Three things are quietly working together to put it there. The first is this. When something matters to you, and it isn't settled, your mind keeps it near the surface, not because you decided to. It just stays close, leaning toward anything that reminds you of it. A song, a place, a sentence someone says. Something in the world overlaps with what's already waiting underneath. And suddenly, the thought is back. Not because you chose it, because your attention was already tilted in that direction. The second thing is simpler. Repetition changes familiarity. Familiarity changes priority. The more often a thought appears, the easier it becomes to notice. The easier it becomes to notice, the more often it appears. Not because the thought became more important, because your brain became more practiced at finding it. And then the third thing arrives. The thing that makes one thought feel impossible to escape. Most people think they know why a thought keeps returning. They think it's because they haven't found the answer yet, or because they haven't figured out what to do, or because some part of them is still trying to solve it. I want to start there, with that reason, because I don't think it's true, and I think some part of you already suspects it isn't. Let's try it. For the next few seconds, don't think about your thought. Whatever it is, the conversation, the person, the moment, set it down. Don't picture it. Don't replay it. Just keep it out. Where did it go? For most people, it didn't go anywhere. It got louder, sharper, more there. To keep something out of your mind, part of your mind has to keep checking whether it's still there. It has to hold the thing up and look at it, just to confirm it's still being kept away. The effort not to think about it is a way of thinking about it. So notice what just happened. The thing you do to get rid of it, pushing it away, is one of the things keeping it here. But you don't only push it away. You also do the opposite. You go toward it. You replay it, and it feels productive. Like if you run it enough times, you'll finally solve it. So here's the question I wanted to start with. If replaying it were solving it, why is nothing ever solved? Think of the oldest one, the small mortifying thing from years ago that no one else on earth remembers. You still flinch at it, and there is obviously nothing to fix. The moment is gone. There's no problem left to solve, and you go back anyway. That's the tell. It isn't solving that brings you back. It's something else. Some part of you is still checking whether it's settled, and the answer keeps coming back the same. Not yet. It isn't asking a question. It's running a comparison. How things are against how they were supposed to be. And as long as those two don't match, it hands you the whole thing again. Not yet. Again. So, Look at the two things you instinctively do. Push it away, and as you just felt, that only makes it more present. Or go back in to fix it, and there's nothing to fix, so it stays open. Both feel like exits. Your mind reads both as the same message, still open. Both doors lead back into the same room, and going back isn't always the clean, neutral rewind it feels like. Each time you replay it, you can quietly re-record it, colored a little by whatever mood you're in tonight. The version you think you're reviewing may not be the one you started with, and oddly, what does seem to quiet these returns isn't finishing the thing at all. It's some reliable sign that it's been taken up, that there's a next step, not force, just a signal that it's no longer hanging, which leaves the real one. If it isn't a task, and it isn't a message with an answer hidden inside it, what is the loop actually waiting for? Not an answer. Take the clearest version of this, the hardest one. When someone is gone, really gone, part of you still expects them. You reach for the phone to tell them something before you remember. You half turn, mid-thought, to say it out loud. You know they're not there, but some quieter part of you built its whole picture of the world with them in it, and that part hasn't finished learning they're not. That isn't denial. It's the slow work of a mind updating a map of a world that's already changed. Everything we've been talking about is a smaller version of the same thing. The conversation you keep rerunning. The mistake. The way it was all supposed to go. In each one, some part of you is still holding a picture of how it should have been, of who you meant to be, of how it would turn out. And reality has quietly moved past it. The thought comes back because those two haven't met yet. Not a message to decode. Not nothing, either. Just the friction of something in you that hasn't caught up. And here's the part no one likes. You can't just decide to update it. You can't choose closure the way you'd choose a coat. The picture changes when it changes, sometimes long after you'd have signed off on it, if it were up to you. It isn't up to you. Not entirely. That's why willpower never worked on this. So the next time it comes back, the same conversation, in the shower, at the red light, maybe it isn't there because there's still something to find inside it. Maybe it's there because some part of you still expects the world to be different from the way it is. That conversation didn't end. It just stopped being spoken out loud. And somewhere in you, it's still going. So when yours comes back tonight, don't ask what it's trying to tell you. Ask what hasn't caught up yet.